We're going to look at some more counting questions now. So before you start, make sure you know how to use permutations and combinations to count. We're going to look at 2 questions today, and here's the first one. 11 people in a football team show up to a 5-a-side game. So the question is, how many teams of 5 people can you make from the 11 people? So let's ask ourselves, is this a permutations or combinations question? Well, we just need to find teams of 5 people. So if I picked A, B, C, D, E, that would be the same as picking E, A, D, B, C. The order does not matter, therefore it's a combinations question. So we know that the number of people we want is 11, and we want to choose 5 of them. So in our calculator we just input 11 choose 5, and that will give us 462. And that's the easy answer with the calculator. If you want to have a go without the calculator, I recommend that your best tool is your common sense. There's no point writing out the formula and putting all the numbers in with such big numbers. The way to think about it is that we need to choose 5 people for a team. So there are 11 choices for the first person. We need to multiply that with the 10 choices for the second person. We need to multiply that with the 9 choices for the third person. We need to multiply that with the 8 choices for the fourth person, and then there's the 7 choices for the fifth person. However, like we said before, we've counted teams more than once. So now we need to divide by the number of ways we can rearrange 5 things in order to account for that. So if we have A, B, C, D, and E, how many ways are there to rearrange those 5 things? Well, there are 5 choices for the first option, 4 choices for the next, then 3, then 2, and then 1. And now we've got our fraction, and that will give us 462. Here's the next and final question. A UK number plate consists of 5 letters, which are these 2 here and these 3 here, and 2 numbers, which are these 2 here. How many different number plates could we have? So the first thing we've got to ask ourselves is this a permutations or combinations question? Well, BD51 is not the same as DB51. Because number plates, the ordering does matter. Therefore, this is an easy permutations question. To do this question, we need to separate the letters from the numbers, do them separately, and then combine them together for our final answer. So let's start off with the letters. How many ways are there to choose the 5 letters? There are 26 options for the first letter, and because we can have repetition, we just look at the 26 options for the second letter, the 26 options for the third letter, the 26 options for the fourth letter, and the 26 options for the fifth letter, which we know is 26 to the 5, because there are 26 options and we want to pick 5 of them with repetition. The numbers is very similar. There are 10 single-digit numbers, 0 through 9, and so there are 10 options for the first number and 10 options for the second number. So that is 10 squared, because there are 10 options for the numbers and we want to pick 2 of them. The final part of this question is combining these 2 together, because there are 26 to the power of 5 ways to pick the letters, and we need to multiply that with the 10 to the power of 2 ways of picking the numbers, because any combination of letters can go with any combination of numbers, so you need to put them all together. And the answer to this is a little bit big. The answer to this will be 1,188,137,600. It's a huge number of number plates, which is why you never see 2 number plates doubled up in the UK. These are the questions for now. In the next video, we're going to look at some more strategic approaches to solving harder counting questions.